Do you have a book recommendation? This is a question I get asked a lot, and I know my colleagues do too. I know, because we're always asking each other for recommendations. We ask this question because we know that although much healing happens inside the therapy room, healing happens outside of it too. Reading can be an important part of healing and recovery. And in reality, us therapists can't read all the books, despite many of our best efforts. So, welcome to What Your Therapist is Reading, where I introduce you to various mental health books. My name is Jessica Fowler, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker in New York. In the podcast, I will be interviewing the authors of the books mental health professionals are reading. Interviews will mostly be between 10 and 20 minutes. My hope is that with a short format, I can introduce listeners to various books related to mental health, and one can decide for themselves if this book might be helpful to them or to their clients. I also want to contribute to the much larger conversation about mental health to continue to make talking about mental health and going to therapy normal. So hopefully this will make going to therapy a little less mysterious. I think this podcast can provide some insight into what actually happens in therapy. One of the great things about this podcast too is that many of the authors have donated a book to be given away. So continue to check out my social media or sign up for the newsletter so you can be aware of any giveaway going on. And if you've written a book related to mental health or have a suggestion, please feel free to contact me on my website, www.whatyourtherapist.com. And as always, the information provided in this program is for educational and informational purposes only. And although I'm a licensed clinical social worker in the state of New York, this program is not intended to provide mental health treatment and does not constitute a patient-therapist relationship.